Today has been just about the most excruciating, unbelievable, relentless hunk of gangrenous dog shit I've ever experienced. I mean, it's all about, I get a fly up my ass about joining Jocelyn's exercise class. We start to think it's a good idea. I said, I don't know if I have the $50. It was 2 days away. I made an effort to register. The registration went through. I signed up. I registered at the college, and I couldn't sign up for the class because of all the technicalities. I probably didn't really even care. I don't know. Probably not. And like all day, it's just been shit. And I feel like, today is the worst. It is September 23rd of 2008. I feel like I quit smoking cigarettes yesterday. I haven't had a cigarette since March. Or April. Maybe it was April. But I feel like I just quit cold turkey. It's fucked up. I don't want to be smoking. I just feel like shit. I mean, and then I write an email and I tell Josh, and I'm just so upset. And this morning we're chatting online. She calls me and she says, "You're supposed to meet me at a class today," and I had to go shoot a documentary. I was shooting a documentary on a math class, and I had to go shoot that documentary, and I had to do some work before I could leave, and work went right up against having to leave for the documentary. So I didn't feel like I had enough time to register for the class. Yeah, I was a little. I'm not. I guess I was a little nervous about the class in general, but. And she gets pissed and she says, "You can't commit." So all day it's just kind of a rancid, horrible, nobody should be feeling this way type of fear and anger, and not anger, it's more just let down, just shit. Feels like emptiness. I went to the high school. I interviewed the students. I did okay there. I really struggled in the beginning. It was hard. I just kept breathing, and that was the highlight of my day. That was good. I put one foot in front of another. I exercised. I went for a long walk after filming at the high school. But it's like I'm not appreciating it. I have a lack of appreciation. I mean, I wanted to say that the Adderall was amazing on Wednesday. It was completely the opposite of my first experience with it last August of 2007. But of course, now it's settled, and I'm taking it, and I'm feeling fatigued, and I feel like I have to balance it out, and trying to find that right dose, and I'm noticing stomach issues again, which were plaguing me last August, but it's not as bad. Overall, the Adderall isn't what's the problem today. It's just I plain feel like crap. I just plain feel like shit, and I want to fill that feeling like crap up with cigarette smoke. I want to fill it up with tobacco, and I know it's wrong. There's everything today says smoking is wrong. Everywhere you turn, it's like if I were to start smoking, I'd have to do it in my backyard. I'd have to do it in private. It doesn't even look, even 10 years ago, it looked somewhat somewhat sexier than it does today. I mean, I know that's kind of all a matter of opinion, but I do think as a collective consciousness we've pretty much come to the conclusion that cigarette and tobacco smoke is just no good and complete shit. But like any drug addiction, and if I'm a drug addict, I am a drug addict. I mean, that is my addiction. I'm not an alcoholic drug addict, but for sure I am a tobacco addict. And once I start, there's no reason to stop. I start and I ask somebody for a cigarette, and I'm buying packs. And it's expensive. But today I wanted one so bad. So I drove from the high school to the other side of San Jose, went for a walk. I don't know, I just felt so empty, so wasted. There was this heightened realization that we're all alone and nobody gives a fuck. And, sure, I guess if you're picking your nose in your car, somebody's going to start paying attention eventually to, go, oh my God, what a disgusting pig. But other than that, if you're not operating for people's amusement, like you're not walking down the street itching your balls and letting somebody laugh, you're just there. And I don't know, I've never really felt like this before. It feels like a new feeling. It feels like, I know it's not. I know it's just a symptom of depression and this new anguish that I have. And I'm trying to put words to it. Like, is it a new realization that I am becoming discouraged in my own art? Maybe. I don't know. I don't want it to be because I know it doesn't have to be. I know it doesn't have to be. Especially, and I keep coming back. To that place where I'm like, I have it better now than I've ever had it in my life. Why would I do this? Why would this happen? And I think back to my old position, my old jobs, and I think, there's no way I would be able to handle that. And I know I'm here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. We're all where we are for a reason, because we've taken steps to get to where we are. And I feel very fortunate, but I'm not feeling fortunate right now. It is better than April, May, and June of this year, when things were really lacking with my time and organization. It is better. I feel like I'm doing better there. But poor this guy I'm doing the documentary with, this math teacher who really is a hero. I mean, you want to talk about heroes? This guy is a Mr. K. He is a hero. He has raised these test scores for these math class, this calculus class, this advanced placement calculus class, and he's let these kids pass a class that otherwise they would need to spend thousands of more dollars on in college in order to advance in their majors. So he's saving them money, and he's in time and the effort upon going into college, and he's helping them get accepted to better colleges and universities and UCs, state schools, whatever. He's just really a hero, and I want to find out about these kids. And believe me, if anybody's critical of themselves, it's me. But I don't know. I don't know if I can beat myself up and that would make me happy. I just don't really. No, I guess one day at a time. Every day is different, and I do tend to forget that. All right, that's all for today.